Thanks, Joe.
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. The bells on bobtail ring, they make our spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way.
Is this that one that I didn't know, like a couple of the things the other day?
In a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
We're live now.
Oh, excellent. Yay, so take two.
Yeah, take two.
We were streaming to someone else's social media. Good times. Sorry about that. We didn't say anything jacked up because sometimes on Friday. So we'll be starting off with Toys for Tots here. JP and I already did like 10 minutes of the show. Oh, Charles said he got notifications, so we're good.
Maria text, we are ready. Well, so if you're part of the crew and you're out there and you're wondering what happened to JP and Kathy this morning, well, remember you've got this gorgeous hunk of a man running your board. And one of the things that I have not come across yet is make sure that you are streaming from Switcher to JP, Kathy, and the crew. Guess what I didn't do? I didn't make sure of that. So we've been streaming to somebody else's feed.
So hello to the new members of the crew, possibly. Oh, all right. So
much fun.
sports and entertainment today. It is a Friday, so anything goes. Christmas talk, an update on the Bold and Beautiful. JP does have a rant. We'll do that after Toys for Tots.
Yeah.
So he does have a wee little political rant that we just can't help ourselves. We know Wednesday's our political day, so you know how it goes. So anyways, but we are super excited, and we are asking the crew. Oh, can you move the
The what?
JP, Kathy, and the crew off the.
Oh yeah. I was still letting it go.
And I love the Christmas music, but if we can start turning that down.
No.
It's so loud in my ears. I love it, but I feel like I have to scream over it.
Well,
So we are asking, we are begging the crew, please.
did you say please?
I said please 3. I think please 5 times. Pretty please with sugar on top. We desperately need you to go and donate to Toys for Tots. We're about to have JB and Maria from Toys for Tots. JB, dear friend of mine and JP's for decades now, just incredible community servant. And we're excited to meet Maria, who's the director. And we are pleading with the crew to please help them out and donate toys. We know this is a tough time for everybody. As a matter of fact, we're asking them to come out physically in studio next week so we can donate some toys. JP and I are going to go and grab some toys personally this weekend and bring those in next week to donate to them.
And
These are
Maria and JB.
Oh, excellent. You know, these are kids that think about you as a child not having toys when you were real young from Santa, and think about your children not having toys. And if that doesn't motivate you to go out and buy some toys and donate them to Toys for Tots, then I don't know what will. I'm sure we'll ask them. Yeah,
Maria, go ahead and bring your camera on and your mic's on. We're ready for you. All right, here we go.
Excellent.
Excellente.
Yay. So, JB and Marie, good morning. We've been pleading with the crew to please get out and donate toys. I know this is a tough time for all involved, but let's talk about Toys for Tots. First of all, there may be some folks out there who have not heard of Toys for Tots, so let's talk about the history of Toys for Tots and what y'all do and what y'all are able to bring to the lives of children.
Okay, look, Tots has been around over 70 years. The original train was made by Walt Disney himself. He overheard in California a couple of marine reserves talking about how they can give back to the community as far as children, and they wanted to give toys to children and everything. And they happened to be in a restaurant, the same restaurant that Walt Disney himself was in, and he overheard the conversation, and that's how the train was developed. That's how our logo with the train, the Towards the Top train, was developed and everything. And it's been around, like I said, for over 70 years. We have over 900 campaigns throughout the United States, and they're adding more every year. They add more counties because they're trying to reach each and every county to make sure children, that especially in rural areas and underprivileged, or even a financial hardship, make sure that the children are blessed to have a Christmas. That would be one of the last things that the parents need to worry about. They worry about enough with rent and how to get food, and Towards the Top is here to let you know that don't worry about Christmas. We can take care of Christmas. But we also rely on the support of the community and donations and everything, because it's a nonprofit organization and it's a community-based organization. And over the years, it's just been a blessing to me to be a part of it. After my husband retired from the Marine Corps in 2015 after serving 38 years. And so this is a passion of mine. Towards the Top is a true passion of mine.
Well, and I had no idea that it had been around 70 years and how it started, and that Walt Disney was a part of this. That's awesome.
Yes, it is. It is. And once he got the logo, I just found out Towards the Top has a song. Nat King Cole sung it.
Nat King Cole, love Nat King Cole. How cool is that?
It's very cool. I just found out about it, and Nat King Cole did it, and then he did it with Peggy Lee and Nancy Wilson and the Chipmunks. It is amazing.
Okay. I've got to look that up after the show today. I had no idea. Well, talk to us about one of the things, and we've got. Already the crew is asking, can they donate money instead? Maybe if they're not going out because of COVID, can people get online and donate money, and then that money goes towards the toys?
Absolutely, okay. Absolutely. They can go to our website, and what the beauty about Towards the Top, that we have a button on our website that says donate local. All money will stay local in Collin County. If you want to donate nationwide, you will go to our foundation website. But the Collin County, we have a Collin County website. All donations stay local in Collin County. We go out and shop and make sure that if we're in need of a certain age group, we'll go out, shop, and spend it, and get the toys for the kids. We also have an Amazon wish list on our website. There's a link to our Amazon wish list on the website that's been amazing because people, like you said, because of the pandemic,
right,
and what we're in, Amazon, we're like kids when the Amazon truck comes. And they feel like Santa Claus.
Maria, what is your Collin County website?
It is Collin, CO-TS.towardsthetop.org.
So again, that's Collin, CO dash.
And I'm putting that. I'm putting it on our feed right now. I'm putting it on our feed.
Collin, CO dash. Go ahead.
TX.
Dot.
toysfortots.org.
toysfortots.org. Did you get that all?
Got that, and we are putting that on our Facebook feed, and we'll put that on our page as well.
Maria,
this is so important.
On your page, do you have a list of drop-off sites?
Yes. It's kind of difficult to get to. Next year, I'm going to have to redo our website. But we do have a list of drop-offs. If they click menu, and then it says ways to donate a toy. And that's where all of our drop-off locations around Collin County is stationed. That they can go, they can drop off at those locations, or they can come to our warehouse and drop them off as well. Because I've been asking a lot of people to come to the warehouse so that we can take pictures and, give them a shout-out on our Facebook and our Instagram.
Now, will you be doing any kind of mega collection weekend or mega distribution weekend?
we just had mega collection weekends. We had Dr. Pepper and we had our Allen event. Texas Legends on December the 16th. They and God bless them. They want to do it what's called a last chance to drop off toys at the Texas Legends on December the 16th from 4 to 10. So they're asking anybody that wants to drop off toys, this is your last opportunity, big opportunity to come to the Texas Legends arena, and they can drop off toys from 4 to 10, I'm sorry.
And that's in Frisco, correct?
That's in Frisco, correct.
Okay. How does a family put in a request for toys for their kids, and is it too late?
This year, because due to COVID, we were asked, we partnered with nonprofit organizations. And what we asked the organizations to do was they submitted their application, and we vetted the nonprofit organizations, and we asked the families to go to those organizations, sign up with those organizations, and the organizations will let us know how many toys, gender, and age that they need, and we will supply them with all the toys, and then that's where the families will go pick up the toys. Currently, the registration is closed, so what I've been asking individual families that have not met, that wasn't able to meet the deadline, to give us if they could wait patiently to about December the 19th to 20th, so that we can get our nonprofit organizations all their toys, and then that way we'll be able to help any individual families that were unable to register with the nonprofit organization.
Now, are you aware of any nonprofits that are still accepting applications or requests for Toys for Tots for their kids?
Currently, all the registrations should be closed because because I had a deadline for them to meet, for them to get me their numbers to me. So the application deadline should be closed right now because I'm waiting on a couple of more to give me their numbers, so we'll know exactly what inventory we have in stock and what inventory I may need to buy that I have lack of, to make sure that they get their toys and give them to the kids.
So if you have like a foster family, like I've got a family that reached out to me, they have 4 foster children, like ages, I think 12, 16, 17, and 2 months old. And they have requested help. Okay. And it's like everybody's telling them, well, it's too late. Is there any way to get them any kind of help?
Yes, because like I said, if they can, the only thing I ask is if they can be patient with me long enough, that we'll be able to, I'm sure for a fact that I know we will be able to help them. I just need to get the ones that's approved out of the way, because the numbers are high this year. Our numbers are triple than normal this season. The need is really high in Collin County. Once the numbers start coming in, I'm just amazed at how high they are. I've never seen the numbers like that. But please let them know that if they can be patient and just let them know that don't stop believing. That's our shirt. Says the shirt that I'm wearing now says "Don't stop believing" Toys for Tots, because Toys for Tots will make them have a great Christmas. That you can believe.
All right, that sounds fantastic. Well, Maria,
Love
thank you.
it.
So, JB, what are some of the things that you've been doing locally to help promote Toys for Tots
Right.
and get everything rolling for Toys for Tots?
Locally, what we've been doing is we are active in several different chambers. We're active in the Plano as well as the Frisco Chambers of Commerce. So definitely getting out there, letting them know what we're needing. And the chambers have been phenomenal. The businesses in those, a lot of them are the ways in which we get the drop-off locations. That's a way we get a lot of volunteers because people hear about it that way. And then doing just a lot of Facebook and social media just to let people know and remind them that this year is a very special year with the COVID.
Yes.
That there are so many more kids out there in need than what we even had last year. And last year we serviced, I think, somewhere over 15,000 kids. So when Maria talks about the numbers being higher this year, they are very much higher. And so that is what we're doing. Is we are just out there really promoting Toys for Tots, talking to people, letting them know the needs of this, and the Amazon wish list has been phenomenal.
That's
Fantastic.
wonderful. So you can donate online. I mean, there's so many different ways to help, especially if you're leery of going in somewhere physically because of because of COVID. But like JB and Maria said, the need is up this year. So we are wanting the crew to step up, donate money, bring this Toys for Tots here at Venture X in Frisco. This is a Toys for Tots donation.
Thank you, JB.
Thank you to JB and to Chance. So I know next week we'll be bringing up toys and donating those, and maybe if you guys can come in studio next week, we can actually give y'all the toys in person if that works out with y'all's schedule. Yeah, we've got to help. Can you imagine being a kid or having a child, and like Maria mentioned, parents are busy worrying about how they're going to pay for the roof over their head, how they're going to put food on the table, and which we've talked about a number of ways to help with both of those things on the show. If you need help, contact us and we'll put you in touch with the right people. But the last thing you want to have to worry about is Santa having toys under the tree for your kids. I just can't imagine that being parents having to worry about that. So we want to help. And Toys for Tots, I learned something new. Dr. Good put on there. She's like, I had no idea Walt Disney was involved. Had no idea Nat King Cole, which how cool is that? Does the theme song for Toys for Tots. Pretty cool. So good stuff. And great job, ladies. Thank y'all so much for what y'all are doing.
So quick question, Maria and JB. Were you aware that Amazon has a place for nonprofits that do a lot of this, where for every penny you spend on Amazon, you get like, I don't know, what did I tell you it was, Kathy?
I can't remember.
It's like 5% or something
yeah, it's a
like
small
that of the
percentage,
purchase.
but it adds up.
Yeah, like one of our crew members, Gail Meeks, they do that, and they give to a service member who lost all their limbs, and gives to his organization because he goes out and does public speaking, and so like last year, because of COVID, of course, so much Amazon came into her house. She ended up donating like $5,000 or $6,000.
Right.
And so I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but you can get on that list where people can choose you, and you can tell people to go out and choose you. And then all their Amazon purchases, Amazon will give. Again, I'm making this number up. It may be a little lower, maybe a little higher. I don't remember. But like 5% of that purchase.
At least it's something, and it doesn't cost the person who's buying the items anything.
So I don't know if you guys are on that or not.
Okay, we may be there as a foundation, the Marine Toys for Tots Foundation as a whole. And because the foundation, we do have corporate sponsors and everything. And because if it's something like that, they may give as a whole to the Marine Corps Toys for Tots Foundation. And then what the foundation do is split it amongst all of the campaigns and everything.
Well, I would definitely recommend looking into it.
Double check. Yes, but I'm going to double check on that because that would be something great to do.
Yeah.
Well, and especially for the individuals, we shared your page, your Toys for Tot Collin County page, Toys for Tots Collin County page on our Facebook, our show's Facebook page. So even if the people who are following your page do that, through Amazon, that's additional money, towards next year kind of a thing. But we definitely want to help y'all out this year, and thank you, both of you ladies, so much for what you're doing. God bless you. This is such important work that you're doing in the community, and we can't thank you enough for coming on our show and promoting this.
Thank you, guys. Ladies, thank you. JB,
love y'all.
Happy Christmas.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas. We'll see you next week.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
All righty, that's
good stuff.
Yeah, that's just good stuff.
That's just good stuff.
That's way good stuff.
Like I said, JB's been a dear friend of ours for decades, both mine and JP's, and she's always doing things so involved in the community and always making a positive difference. And we're so glad to meet Maria and hear about her work with Toys for Tots. Again, it's just, as a parent, I just sit here and think when my kids were young, I just can't imagine worrying about, oh my goodness, I can't afford toys for Christmas. I can't imagine. And so this Toys for Tots is filling that gap. And especially in this year, somebody, again, like the people who are having to get food from the food bank, there are people, all of us are struggling in one way or another.
Right.
If you say you're not, okay. Well, good. Well, God bless you. Good
Well,
for you.
if you're not, then
Good for
you
you.
were born for a pandemic.
Yeah. God
Well,
bless
and
you.
I just
but-
wanted to kind of cut you off for just a second, if
Yeah.
I may. Just got a beautiful text
Yeah.
from Tess on the foster family that reached out to me that she wants me to call her
Oh.
and so we can help them out.
I love it.
See?
I love it. See, and we love Tess. Talk about somebody with a generous, giving heart.
Yeah.
God bless her. But this is one of those years that you might need help with food. You might need help with rent. You might need help with Christmas gifts for your kids or for your grandkids. And don't be afraid. Don't be ashamed to ask. Everybody is having to change their ways of life because of this pandemic, and we've got to recognize that we want this to be as seamless. Even though us adults, we know what's going on, we understand how huge this is and the impact this has. But let's let the kids still be innocent. They're not able to do school and friend things and birthday parties and all the normal stuff they can do. Everything's changed. So please help them out. Make sure that these kids have a really, really, really outstanding Christmas.
Absolutely. And happy Hanukkah to everybody, by the way.
Yes, happy Hanukkah.
So Fred said
Thank
happy
you for
Hanukkah to
mentioning
the
that.
crew.
Yes.
All right, time for my rant. I want to get this over
Yes,
with.
and it's a political rant, but we are the judges are allowing it today.
How is it that
Well, start over. Yeah, start.
Oh, I am.
Okay, because
in Iowa.
I've
got her up.
We were on somebody else's social media feeds earlier today. Sorry.
Yeah, I've got her up on the screen. How is it that in Iowa, in the 2nd Congressional District, that they're going to be able to come in? They've done 4 recounts, same 6 votes. The Republican has won. This doctor and Army veteran has done her part and has earned her seat in Congress, and yet they're going to take it away from her because the sitting Democrat...
Not even going to let her get sworn in.
Right. The sitting Democrat is bypassing the Iowa court system because she knows that she'll lose, and has filed an appeal with the U.S. House of Representatives, who, of course, is run by nobody else but Nancy Pelosi. So here's a quick excerpt, if I can get
Texas
this in
area
order.
homeowners,
Whoa, that's
if you
loud.
have a power meter like this on the side of your house, you can get paid to go solar for no
There we
money
go.
out of pocket.
We're
It
going
doesn't
to
cost
skip
anything
this
to install the solar
ad. We
panel.
appreciate
Who
it.
are we giving free
Hart is
advertising to,
claiming the
JP?
recount in Iowa's 2nd congressional district race was inconsistent and thousands of legal votes were not counted. Last month, the Secretary of State certified the results after a district-wide recount found Republican Marinette Miller Meeks won by only 6 votes. Hart's campaign plans to appeal the results in the U.S. House of Representatives. The
This is
campaign could have
crazy.
appealed the certified results to the Iowa judicial system, but they say this process would not have allowed enough time to count the thousands of votes they claim should have been counted.
When we know that there were a lot of votes that were not examined, it's just so crucial that we get this right and that we make sure that every
Boy, oh
person's vote
boy,
is
oh
counted.
boy.
Did you
Somebody
hear
help me.
verbatim what she
Committee
said?
Yeah,
in
somebody
DC
help
will
me
review
here.
the case.
We
Miller
want to
Meeks
make
says
sure that all the
takes the
legal
power
votes
out of
get
Iowa.
counted. We
Wow.
want to make sure that we have time to make sure that the right person wins the election. We want to make sure that we
Really?
seat the legal congresswoman.
Okay, then, and I'm sorry,
Oh, buddy.
JP. Okay, so help me out with, isn't we want to make sure that the legal votes are counted? The only thing you have heard out of President Trump's mouth, out of his legal team's mouth, out of, volunteers and supporters like us, that's all we've said. How come she can say it and that makes the news? We say it and we're nutcases.
Nutcases. She is mirroring exactly what the Trump team is asking for as well. Here's what's funny about her vote count, though. You ready for this? The claim is, if you read deeper into this, which I have, there are a couple thousand votes that came in from the military. All right, that supposedly didn't get counted, and then like another couple thousand mail-in ballots that supposedly didn't get counted because they didn't get in timely. Now, when has there ever been, in all seriousness, military personnel in the majority vote for a Democrat?
I'm gonna let you rant. This is the
It
again.
blows me
the
away.
Hypocrisy is deafening.
Well, it blows me away that the people of Iowa are not going to get to decide this election. It's going to go to the U.S. House of Representatives, where essentially Nancy Pelosi and her cronies
will coronate, will
yes,
crown.
and this has happened
Yeah.
before.
Will
This has
knight.
been done before, by the way.
Yeah.
And so it just blows me away that you can even appeal an election to the U.S. House of Representatives and they can overturn that election. And that's what's going to happen. And
I wonder if it's, well, no, it's not, because it's a whole different scene. For example, the United States Supreme Court, if they were to say there's definitely fraud, there's so much fraud that we have found in this election that the presidential election is null and void. I know at that point it goes to Congress, but each state gets one vote in Congress, so there's 50 votes. And it's whatever the majority is of congressmen. If they're Republicans or Democrats, then that's the way they're most likely going to vote. I wonder how this works. Does each state get to vote?
I don't think so. I think that it's a committee.
It just?
I can't recall now. I read it on how it happens. All I know
I'll
is
be anxious to find. Well, we'll find it out because it's going to happen. It's going. That's where it's going.
All I know is you can load up on Democrats in this particular scenario where she's pretty much ensured the seat.
So it's probably Nancy as Speaker appointing a committee, I would imagine.
I think she presides over the whole thing.
Okay, that's okay.
Oh, I'm serious. But yet when President Trump says the same thing, everybody's
Again,
a nutcase.
legal votes.
He just needs to shut up and let Biden take office.
Yep. The news already said Biden was the declared winner, so there you go.
I mean, and so it blows me away the hypocrisy, of the Democratic Party.
I mean, literally, out of her mouth is exactly what came out of Trump's mouth.
The exact words.
We just want legal votes. That's it, period. End
exact
of
words, Kathy. Exact words. So, sorry, I had to do that. So now
we'll get back to some fun stuff.
Well, I want to do something different. I want to start with Bold and the Beautiful.
Oh my goodness, are we going there already? I need to pull up my notes on how to appropriately say this. And let's say hi. We've got Gail and Fred
and Dina's
and Coach
on.
Quigley. Good morning,
Anne's
Dina,
on finally.
Charles.
Good to see you, Anne.
Oh, Anne. Good morning. My dad is watching. Matthew White. Good morning.
Yeah, he didn't say hi to me again. By the way, your dad's off my Christmas list.
You know what? He probably just saw me on the screen.
Oh, you know what? That could be because I was only split screen.
So,
now.
Dad. Please say hi to JP by himself.
By golly.
God bless him. We love JP. He is running the board and on the show, which you have done now 3 times.
But today I sent it to somebody else.
Yes, that's okay.
They got 17 minutes of JP, Kathy, and the crew.
That's all good. Well, we're just so appreciative of having Toys for Tots on. Just please help them out. Please help them out. So, okay, so we're going to start off with Bold and Beautiful, Holy Toledo Batman.
Yep.
All right, where did I know
it's
I
the
sent
Bold
you.
and the Beautiful.
Yes, hold on.
I'm sure there's some kind of copyrighted music I could play, but I don't want to get in trouble.
Oh, yeah, we don't want to get in trouble.
I've been in Facebook jail a lot.
Yes, you have. Where? Oh, here it is. Okay, so... Okay, get back to, so last week where we last left off, Liam thought that the mannequin Hope was really Hope and thought that she was kissing Thomas and went back and he went and got together with Steffi, his ex-wife.
Now, are any of these people those people?
No,
Okay.
but I love those people. That is Katie, Ridge, and Brooke.
Okay.
There you go. So, that's cool. We've got a graphic for the segment now.
Look at you.
I love it. Of course, we can put the fake mannequin up. I love these soap operas getting so creative like this in their writing during COVID. I just think it's fantastic.
Now, there are your photos. It's the Bold.
Oh, there we go. Oh, some of these are
Beautiful.
way old. Oh yeah, because Betty White used to be on the show.
There you go.
This is from back in the day.
See, I squirreled you. All right, back to it.
And I'm like, oh look. Okay, trip down memory lane.
Crest.
I've been watching this show since 1987, since it started. Craziness. Okay, so we left off. Then this week, of course, everybody figures out, oh, wait a second. Oh, yeah, that's right. He has a mannequin that looks just like Hope and blah, blah, blah. Well, in the meantime, what has happened, Liam and Steffi got together. She's got a boyfriend who is the doctor who helped operate on her brother, just remember that for later. And then Hope, or Liam, is married to Hope. So here's what has happened. Hope, Finn, Steffi's boyfriend, the doctor, goes over to Hope's house. In the meantime, Hope thinks Liam is spending the night at work and working overnight, whatever. So he comes over and he starts asking more questions about Thomas, and they realize, hey, Thomas has also had, ding, 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 a head injury.
Oh.
He mentioned to Hope, or he mentioned to Finn.
He mentioned to Ho?
He mentioned to Finn.
Oh, to Finn.
That Finn mentioned. Thomas mentioned
How do
to
you
Finn.
keep all this straight?
I know, it's crazy. This is how my mind works. Welcome to the inside of my brain. This is why I'm nuts all the time. I know it's a party. So Thomas tells Finn that he fell after a fight with Liam, and so Finn's putting his doctor hat on, saying this is not right. And then Hope's saying, yeah, he was a little off. He seems a little distracted, and he's like, I think he may have a head injury. Or some kind of traumatic brain injury, something. And so Hope goes over the next morning while Liam's over there still griping about Hope kissing Thomas, which didn't happen because it's a mannequin. Thank you. How could he not tell it was a mannequin? Anyways, so she goes over. In the meantime, Thomas is arguing with the mannequin. Can't separate reality. He's looking, it was really good acting. He couldn't tell the difference between the mannequin Hope, who was saying angry, mean things and bad things, like bad Hope mannequin, and then real Hope. She's like, I'm real. That's a mannequin. You're talking to a mannequin. And he mentions how he kissed the mannequin, and he's like, well, he's like, what's wrong with me? And she's like, we're going to get you help. We're going to get you help, but you know that this is me, and the mannequin's not real. And you can tell he's kind of starting to go, okay, I get it. All of a sudden, boom, he drops. He blacks out.
Uh-oh, too much.
Thank goodness Hope was there. So she calls 911. She calls Finn.
Thank God
Finn, the
Hope
doctor,
was there.
Steffi's boyfriend, comes over.
But of
and
course.
they get him to the hospital.
You're killing me.
And guess what he has? Did I not say the last few weeks, I said this is going to be a soap opera brain tumor. It is a subdural hematoma.
Oh, not a
bleeding
subdural
on the brain.
hematoma.
He's been having seizures. He's been blacking out, and that's why he's having a separation with reality. And he thought the Hope mannequin was real. So he's now had surgery. In the meantime,
Was it successful?
Yes, it was. We found out yesterday it was
Now,
successful.
is any of this stuff current? That bottom run?
Next week they must be running reruns.
Well, they say you got a sneak peek.
Well, yeah, sneak peek, but nobody's holding hands now. So these are old pictures.
So are these like from last year?
They must be. Because now right, that second one, that's Steffi and that's Liam who got together, and boy, they're going to pay the price for that because she's going to end up pregnant or something. That's my next prediction. So anyway, so the surgery's a
All right,
success.
you got to wrap this up now.
In the meantime, Liam has figured out that his wife was not betraying him. She never would. She's like the best character, nicest, most innocent, moral character ever on a soap opera. Yes, I said moral on a soap opera. It's crazy. And so he figures out, and he's telling Steffi, and they're both like consumed with guilt. And now the argument is today, which Friday is always a cliffhanger, will Liam tell Hope what he did and clear his mind, or will he just roll the dice and see if nobody finds out, which that never happens, which happens on soap operas. Never. Everybody always finds out everything. So but Thomas's surgery was a success. Of course, there'll probably be some kind of setback here, there, yonder, but anyway, so it was something wrong with his brain. It wasn't just him going off the rails.
Being a whack job?
Well, or just going off the rails, which he could have done because
Off the rails.
Because he's done this before. I mean,
Well, he had bleeding on the brain.
Yeah, but anyway, so this is bleeding on the brain, a subdural hematoma. So my prediction was partially right. I'm going to say that's close enough to a brain tumor. Doctors are like, no, it's not. But it's close enough. So there is the exciting life in another day of The Bold and Beautiful. And you can watch it when you fast forward through the commercials in 17 minutes. That is literally every day. That's most every day. My dumbing down time is spent, and everybody knows if they come in and they try to talk to me during The Bold and Beautiful, like during that time, because I'm completely letting my brain just shut off and veg. And if they come in, I pause it, or I'm like, okay, are you finished talking? Rewind, and then start. I mean, everybody's like, "Oh, man."
Now, so
Everybody walks through the room.
Fred's got something for you. First of all, I want to say good morning, Jim. So Fred's got something
for saying hi to JP.
Fred's got something for you.
He's like, "Oh, my daughter, I'm so proud."
Yeah. He goes, so wait, the mannequin is actually a character in the show now? Question mark. Now, hold on. This gets better.
Ooh.
Fred goes, I think it would be really neat on a soap opera if the character forgot he's in a soap opera and started just acting his real life out. What's his real name? Laugh out loud. I love it. Fred, you the man.
I would love it if that happened.
Fred's the man.
I would love it if that happened.
All right, we're shifting
And that's
gears.
funny. So the mannequin is like another character on the soap opera right now.
Yeah.
So
That's scary.
Fred, you're a secret B&B fan. I knew I liked you,
I think
Fred.
he's just a you fan. I think he likes listening to your bold and beautiful
Fred.
predictions. All right. We have gotten that out of
we're
our
a mess.
system. Now I feel cleansed.
Oh, we're a mess. Whew.
Whew.
30 minutes later.
30
Go
minutes
back
later.
to you, JP.
Back to me, JP. So I'm telling Chris to zoom in at 8:30. Hopefully he has the link. If not, Chris O'Sullivan.
Oh,
so we can
yay,
talk some
Chris.
sports.
He wasn't feeling well, so we're sending prayers and well wishes to him. He thinks he's just got like a cold and allergies. We just want to make sure it's not the COVID.
So here you go. Top Crate has come out with 35 genius stocking stuffers.
Oh, I need this.
That are guaranteed to sell out by the
Santa
end of December.
needs this.
Well, Santa needs
Yes.
this, right. So here you go. Now, this one, the first one, I'm a little bit taken back by the first one. I'm trying to figure this out myself here. An astrology plant print made by a woman entrepreneur as a stocking stuffer.
Wait, what is that? Astrology and plants?
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out. Yeah.
I know astrology, okay, I'm a
Like
Sagittarius.
astrology.
I'm a Sagittarius. What are you?
Aquarius.
Okay. But I didn't know I have a plant. Well, I knew there's a flower.
Fred says the whole segment's a hot mess.
Yeah, it is. Poinsettias are the flower for December, for people born in December. I know that.
I know
what my birthstone is. I know those kinds of things. I didn't know there was a plant.
So there's a plant. So that's
Unless
a good
it's the
stocking
poinsettia
stuffer.
that I already knew about.
So that may be a good stocking stuffer. Let's see. The next one. Now, this is cool. I may have to get one of these. A Tiki Tunes world's best-selling outdoor Bluetooth
Genius.
speaker. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Award-winning indoor-outdoor Bluetooth speaker that looks like a tiki torch, but it's cooler. It's made from the highest quality
I know
materials.
what we're getting for our friends who have a pool.
So isn't that cool?
I like that.
So there you go. How about this one? Now, you got this one. And this is why I wanted to bring this one up. Kathy, does this work?
Okay, so unless you are a small child, basically your head is my husband's head touched the ground. He's like, okay, my head was sitting on the ground with the hammock around it. My head was hovering like about an inch to half an inch above the ground, but it's not enough of a suspension to really get a good pull on my neck. I have one that has been used a total of 3 times. If you would like to have it at a deep discount, come on up to Venture X.
Discount.
It doesn't do like that.
So it doesn't do like, Now, is this one different? Or is this one the same as yours?
No, same.
Same.
I don't know if it's the same
brand, but
brand.
definitely the same idea.
Same idea, and it sounded like such a great idea. It's just I don't know. Like I said, maybe if you have like a little head and you weigh under 100 pounds, which
Maybe
is
it
not
works.
me, so I don't know. Ooh,
So
what's this?
This is kind of cool. Soul Insole, an award-winning shoe insert, and so this relieves pressure. It's very, very cool. It's a memory gel that's been biomechanically designed, and what it does is it redistributes the pressure evenly across your foot, so that like your heel doesn't get too much or
I
your
like
arch
that.
doesn't get too much. But I think this would be really cool. And, the foot is a very interesting thing. It doesn't take much to get you off and then put you back on. So something like this may be very, very good.
Yep.
How about this one? Everybody loves this one. The 7-in-1 car charger that could save your life. Not only is it a charger, Kathy, it's a flashlight, it's a power bank, it's a strobing SOS, a safety siren,
is
and a
great.
seatbelt cutter.
Okay, I wonder how
And
much
a
does
window
that
breaker.
run for?
Do they have it down there?
So like if
They don't have it
you
down
get
there.
stuck in your car underwater and you need to break the window, if you need to cut your seatbelt, this is fantastic.
Yep. Isn't that way cool?
I think that is fantastic, and the safety siren. So if somebody's attacking you, as long as you can get to that siren, I know my daughter has on her key fob a little thing that you press, and it makes a horrific, loud, piercing alarm sound. I wonder how much that is. That's a great gift.
Yeah, and you know what's cool? What I like
That's
about
a really good gift.
What I like about that is, I think Chris. I wonder if he's trying to sign in. He says he needs the code, but he doesn't need the code.
Oh, he's got it from last week.
Yeah. You don't need the code. Just hit the link. All right. So hopefully we can get Chris on in here. Pop up participants. All right, there we go. So this is a great gift for, again, like you said, your teenage daughter, teenage son.
Oh, I think this is fantastic. I don't think a female should not be without this.
The only thing this thing doesn't do...
You need to get that for Courtney. That's a cool thing.
The only thing
and Katerina.
Yeah, the only thing this thing doesn't do is it doesn't melt the ice on your windshield.
There's something I saw recently that's a de-icer. Oh, I'll have to remember what that was because I was going to get some because we need it here in Texas. No, you do sometimes.
So this is cool.
Oh, look how cute.
2020 ornaments.
No, it has the toilet paper.
It sure does. And it has
no toilet paper ornaments for my tree.
And it has the COVID
masks.
cell.
No
the cell.
masks.
Look at the 10. That's a COVID cell.
No, it is not.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so...
That's their most popular item, by the way.
Not that anybody cares, but I will not allow toilet paper ornaments or mask ornaments on my tree this year. Just saying. I would take a Baby Yoda ornament. I would take that in a heartbeat.
Well, I'm just letting you know. How about this? Hey, how about this, though? The TC1200 flashlight. World's brightest and longest lasting flashlight.
Whoa, that is big old bright.
Look how bright that is.
That is big old
You know
bright.
what, though? You ever had those ones that wound up, didn't need battery? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we did. Emily had one for Girl Scouts. CJ had one for Boy Scouts. It was okay. I mean, it would get you through a weekend camping trip. Oh, you didn't like it?
No. I never got enough light out of that. Are you kidding me? I never got enough light out of it. All right. So, Kathy, I'm going to turn this over to you and let you talk about this next one because I am going to get Chris the email.
Oh, excellent.
And I say this because this may be good for you.
And you too. We should,
for me, for
we
sure.
Should buy, is there a buy two, get one free or a buy
Should
one,
be.
get one? Okay, so this is a Circa knee breakthrough knee sleeve designed to make your knee pain disappear. Really? See, now how?
Yes.
I don't know how, but it covers your knee. I don't know how this works.
Uh-oh, Kathy.
But I'm kind of fascinated. Oh, everybody can see how to zoom in. Come on, everybody, load the lines.
Let's see here. There's Chris O'Sullivan.
Everybody who has suffers from knee pain, and boy, jump splits finally caught up with me in my 50s. All those years of high kicks and jump splits. But I'm always looking for things like this, especially when I'm working out or walking my dog, that can kind of help relieve some of that knee pain. You know, and I know you are as well.
Oh, well, it looks like it takes pressure off the patella, and the wraparound supports the patella in and around the back and the top.
But I want to know how does that? I can see how it looks supportive. It looks super supportive, but how does it make the pain vanish?
I think the pressure and the holding everything
because
in place.
It hurts because it's cutting your circulation off.
I think I think it stops the swelling. Is what I think it does.
But is it one of those you take it off and then your knee like puffs up like a blowfish?
Maybe. So I've sent that to Chris.
So just wear it all the time.
Well, I think it's holding everything in together.
Right.
And it keeps the patella in place, and it helps with your meniscus and so I think that it just really keeps everything where it needs to be.
And it probably depends on what type of knee injury you have and what was it, what is hurt. As to if that would help or not. But I'd love to see reviews on that.
So here we go. The Go Donut, the only device stand you'll ever need. This is for your cell phone. I've tried different ones of these. I'm not a fan.
I'm not either. I just prop it up on whatever book I've got next to me or whatever is close to me.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. All right, how about this? Star Scope monocular.
Yeah, instead of binoculars, monocular.
Highest rated monocular for outdoor use. Now, that seems kind of cool. Of course, if you see somebody staring in your window with one of
I was
these,
going to say, and peeping Toms are us.
yeah, isn't that terrible? We think about that when we think of that optic, though. That's terrible.
But that's legit. I mean,
Yeah.
people have You've got to always assume a camera's on you 24/7.
Yep, I agree.
So somebody is very bored with me.
So here's something fun.
Sorry's like, oh, God, lady, get alive.
Yeah, no kidding. In the Infinity Cloud 1 terabyte, back up all of your photos and documents wirelessly over your home's Wi-Fi.
So somebody in the government can download it or upload it.
Maybe. Or maybe that, hold on, I got Chris wanting in and my computer's going blah, 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 blah. So hold on, Chris. Don't go anywhere. Running the board and doing everything yourself is very difficult to do, by the way.
He's like, tell me about it. He's done that on our show before. He's been on our show, run the board for us. Back when we were at his same radio station.
All right. So we're going to go down here. I've got Chris in. Good morning, Chris. He's got his mic on.
Huh.
Why can't we hear Chris? Oh, Chris.
Chris. Do we have him unmuted?
Yeah.
Okay. I see you.
Yeah, there I am.
Huh.
See? We're both unmuted.
He might have stepped away for a second.
No, he's there. Anyways, we're going to talk sports with Chris O'Sullivan.
Well, in the meantime, while we're waiting for Chris, I can talk about the Gaylord Texan. I'm going to see if maybe we can get somebody to call in or Zoom in or come in next week. And I can't believe I just found out about this yesterday, but it's at the Gaylord Texan in Grapevine, November 13th through January 3rd. I think I'm going to see if the kids want to go to this. It features, and a couple of these are my absolute favorite Christmas movies, Elf, The Polar Express, A Christmas Story, Christmas Vacation, and The Year Without a Santa Claus. So basically, you walk through your favorite movies in our all-new 17,000 square foot multi-sensory exhibit. Let our production assistants take you on a 20 to 25-minute journey full of fun and nostalgia and even a couple surprises. Step into more than 13 scenes that will make you feel as if you've walked onto the set, complete with replicas. This is so awesome. Film props, audio clips, and more. Relive scenes from the most iconic movies, including Elf. Hey, what's your favorite color? I love that.
Right.
Smiling's my favorite. I love him. I love that movie so much. The Polar Express, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, A Christmas Story, which we literally play 24-hour. We play it all day Christmas Eve, all day Christmas Day, and all day the day after. And then A Year Without a Santa Claus. So that's exciting. I think that really sounds like a cool thing to do. I think you've got to go through with masks. I'm sure they probably socially distance you and your family, but I think that would be a blast. I haven't looked. I think, and tickets seemed affordable as well. Let's see. So if you go, like, let's say somebody went this weekend. Oh, look at all these sold out dates. Oh my goodness, sold out. Okay, so I'm going to have to, this may be an after Christmas thing. But I want to say it's like maybe less than $20. Okay, here we go. If you're doing this, no, that's with breakfast. You can bundle it with stuff. Oh, they have snow tubing there. How fun. I think it's like less than $20 per person per ticket. So anyways, it just looks like a fun Christmas activity to do, but wow. Saturday's already sold out, so hop on there and buy some tickets.
Absolutely. Chris is hopefully going to try to sign back in, and when he does, we're going to go start tackling sports. A lot going on in sports. Don't know if you're ready for, NCAA basketball is one that I'm really not pleased with.
What's happened there?
Well, just a lot of games are getting canceled, like a non-player and one player test positive, and they're killing the whole game.
Oh, like the Baylor game. Baylor and who were they playing last weekend? I texted you and Coach when it got rescheduled. Oh my goodness, who were they playing?
It was Baylor and Gonzaga.
Gonzaga, thank you. Gosh, I couldn't remember Gonzaga. One of the players and a non-player with Gonzaga tested positive. So literally just right before the game, like hours before the game, it got canceled.
So yeah,
Or
very,
rescheduled, I
so
don't know.
very interesting. You know, what's going to be very interesting as well is going to be, you know, if Joe Biden takes office, will all sports come to a halt?
I know he's got a mandatory everybody wear a mask for the first 3 or 4 months is something he's mentioned.
First 100 days.
So
It's like, why can't you start that now? All right, let's go ahead and let's recap the NFL. A lot went on, a lot happened. How about those Dallas Cowboys? What's wrong, Kathy? What is it?
oh my goodness. Okay, so Michelle, and this is again, you never see this. Michelle, Coach said Chris is busy having an early Jameson. That's funny. Michelle put this link, and Coach Quigley chimed in. Cowboy gear, 40% off. What the what?
Yeah, it needs to be 100% off.
Wow. Well,
Yeah, I don't think so.
we haven't purchased any Cowboys stuff this year, and we usually at least get, us a shirt or the kids a shirt, or I think Michael got me like a fuzzy vest with the Cowboys logo on it last year or year before last. We always get something. New Cowboys hat, none of that. Have purchased nothing this year.
Yeah. Well, it's 40% off. So here's something fun. How about this? The Cowboys lose. Anybody surprised? No. I think Fred or somebody put a comment out there. They're like, maybe the Cowboys should try to lose the rest of their games. Oh.
So they get a really good.
They wouldn't have to work on that.
They get a really good.
So, anyways, the Dallas Cowboys lose to the Ravens 34-17. No shock there. The biggest shock of the NFL is going to be the Pittsburgh Steelers losing to the Washington. It's like, wow. The undefeated Pittsburgh Steelers, they welcome the hapless Washington. Yes, you heard the blank. And
Was
they
that a
lose.
pause?
Yeah, that was a pause.
We lost connectivity for a second.
Yeah, that was a deal, and they lost 23-17. Biggest surprise of the game. The defense for the Redskins. Well, I can't call them the Redskins. For the Washington. Stepped up, did their job, did their part, created turnovers, and the Steelers could just never get it going. And so the Steelers are no longer undefeated. They're still the best start of their NFL career and their franchise history. So 10-1 they go. The Buffalo Bills continue their march on to greatness. They put the 49ers in their place 34-24. Now, Kathy, you'll enjoy this. Oh, Chris is back.
Oh, yay.
Let's see if I can get him back on here. All right. And we'll admit him in. And hopefully we get some sound this time. There he is. I'm not showing a microphone this time. I'm showing a video camera, but no microphone.
That's odd.
That is odd. Looks like his audio is getting ready to connect.
Okay, good. Good.
Chris, can you hear us? I don't know if his audio connected or not. So
when you can hear us say something,
just jump in the middle of all
jump
this.
In.
So he's trying to connect his audio again.
Oh, Michelle's all KC is playoff bound.
Yeah, we'll talk about that here in a minute. The old 22-16 win over the Broncos. How about that? The Chiefs. I mean, how hapless are the Denver Broncos? And, I don't even know if they had any starting quarterbacks. I think they were starting.
I think they're like third or fourth on the bench at this point, maybe.
Well, all four of them were COVID-19.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And so it's like they brought in the Pop Warner guy.
That's just crazy.
From the local Denver area. Okay, unmute your microphone, Chris. You're in, brother. But your microphone's muted. So, so it's like they bring the Pop Warner quarterback in and almost beat the Chiefs. I'm like, are you serious?
Yeah.
This is not – the Chiefs have had a couple of weeks.
Michelle's putting red and yellow hearts all over the place,
I bet
honey.
she is. But, hey, there's Chris.
Chiefs
stink. There you go. The Chiefs stink. I want to hear it, brother. Speak
I
it.
still love you, Michelle.
Speak it. Speak it. Oh, Sullivan, I want to hear it.
They couldn't score the singles bar if they had, Cialis loaded in their pockets.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, here's the thing, right? Big bad Kansas City Chiefs barely beat the Broncos, have a hapless week last week. Is this how you want your team going into the playoffs? Really?
No. This is almost like the effect where the Patriots had in, 2007 when they went undefeated. They got too cocky and Giants beat them in the end. And I think, the Chiefs got too cocky and it did them in. I just don't see them doing much.
I don't either. I think they're out.
Down.
I think they're out first round of the playoffs.
Yeah, I agree.
Now how about this? Now how about this though, Chris? Let's throw this out there. The New England Patriots. They bench. What's his name? I've got Strom Thurmond in my mind. It's not Strom Thurmond.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Where'd you pull that name out
Cam
of?
Newton. They bench Cam Newton in the fourth quarter with 6 minutes left. The Patriots win the game 45-0 against the Chargers last week. Are the Patriots surging? Do we see them running to the playoffs to the Super Bowl?
Yeah, you know what I do, because this is just another way we could just fawn over Bill Belichick. Oh, he's so good. Oh, Bill Belichick's the Messiah of football.
Yeah, I just threw up in my mouth.
Yeah.
Go
And
eat
just
some.
any kind of throw up. When
Go
you
eat
think of Bill Belichick, he's throw up in your mouth. You get that corn nut from the '82, and it just comes right back and haunts you. That's when I think of Bill Belichick. You go right ahead, sir.
Yeah, go have some Kraft macaroni and cheese. Give me a break.
That is right.
So the Raiders beat the hapless Jets 31-28. You know, I had big plans for the Raiders this year. You think they're going to sneak into the playoffs? You think?
I do. I don't think they're going to go far, but they'll be in the playoffs, I think. And they've been really. I mean, the funniest thing about the Raiders, what's just cracked me up. Right as the season started, everybody was giving them a lot of, nonsense, because there was like, just remember, the Vegas Golden Knights got in the Stanley Cup Finals year one in Vegas. Just saying, maybe you get in the Super Bowl.
Well, and when the playoffs begin, everything changes.
And Vegas, remember who's playing on their team? Witten.
Yeah, Marc-Andre Fleury.
Besides that sweet little puppy. But Witten, Jason Witten's over there, and so I'd love to see him with a Super Bowl ring.
Yeah,
and it's anybody's game once you get into the playoffs. You're right.
No, look, if you remember back in 2005 when the Steelers went in as a long shot wild card, they ended up beating Seattle in the Super Bowl in Detroit. That was Jerome Bettis' last game in his hometown. So, and again, and Kathy nailed it. When you get to that postseason in any sport, it's a full-on reset.
Yep. You never know,
Yep.
and especially a year like this. Especially a year like this.
Because your record is 0-0 at that point.
Yep.
So here's one interesting one. How about kick this can down the road? Did we see the Cleveland Browns at 10-3?
You know what? I wasn't too surprised.
Really?
Yeah, because they were surging last year. They had a good up. They didn't overachieve last year. They were trending upward. They were doing everything right in Cleveland, and for them to be 10-3, I wasn't really surprised this year. Look, you went 0-16 not too long ago. You had to go up. There was no way but up. So for them, I mean, this whole year, I mean, I still say, look, I'm not, and I know Kathy's going to hate this, but the Cowboys are 3-9 now.
Don't cuss.
Easy. It was a one and done. I got it out of my system. That was building for 20 years. What happens? You get FCC calls? Anyway, the abuse hasn't stopped, Kathy, and I still love you. Which, by the way, thank you for the text last night and this morning, making sure I wasn't dead.
Welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, I'm just, I know you're a single guy, and so hey, ladies, how you doing? I worry about you. I just want to make sure that I hope it's just a common cold.
Yeah, well, I haven't. It's not the first time I've had the last rites given. Anyway, so
like the Cowboys, you mean?
Oh yeah, I mean they're in the morgue already. But look, they're 3-9 right now, and they're still maybe in line for the division with 3-9 record.
Yeah.
So they would need some serious help at this point, but they're still at 3-9. And let me ask you both this question: does Mike McCarthy survive this season?
I think so.
Does he survive after the season?
I think next season, I think the 2021 year will be telling. It's interesting. We had this conversation, I think last week or a couple of weeks ago. We might have had this with you, that would Jason Garrett, because of all the craziness that is this season, would Jason Garrett, who they were already used to, have been more effective than a brand new coach? Nobody could have predicted this in a million years. And I can't believe I'm even saying this, because I was like, hey, I love Jason Garrett, but time to go. Would he have been a more effective coach this year? Don't know.
And they're really loving what he's doing in New York with the offense, with the Giants.
Yep.
So, I mean, it's just, I asked somebody the other day, Jim Harbaugh's time in Michigan is pretty much up. If Jerry were to make a move, does he bring in Harbaugh? I asked him that. He goes, no way. Those two egos couldn't get along, and that's the big problem. Jerry needs to get out of the GM business.
He really
He needs
does.
to, bring somebody in, and because he's not a good architect when it comes to putting a football team together, at least as far as, actual players.
Right.
I think he's looking at more of what put people in the seats rather than what will win games. And what wins, when you win games, you put people in the seat.
Yep.
So, and that's why I think, you guys they got to bring in a general manager. That would be the first thing. And if they do that, I think that would be the first step in the right direction for the Cowboys, because they're beyond rebuild point now. I mean, they're just
They're revamping. They're at revamp point.
Yeah, I mean, they've regressed. I mean, look,
Right.
if you look at where they were over the last couple of years. I mean, that makes them, did fairly well last year, but now 3-9, new coach, all that. And,
A lot of money.
just,
Yeah.
Hey,
a lot
big,
of money.
yeah,
this
big
guy.
payroll. Yeah. So, hey,
You know.
the Washington versus the Steelers. Did you see the Steelers losing to Washington?
I did not see that. And when my best friend's a huge Steeler fan, I go, how in the Sam hell do you lose to a team without a name?
I don't know.
A team without a mascot.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
And again, the Cowboys got the help because the Eagles lost to the Packers. The Cowboys, of course, lose to the Ravens, but the Steelers don't help them with the Steelers losing to Washington. Best start in franchise history, but God, how do you lose to the Washington? So
Yeah, I still call them the Redskins. I'm sorry. I don't mean it pejoratively. I just can't call them the football.
The
team.
football club or something.
Yeah,
Was it the
something like
football
that.
club?
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
I mean, that sounds like a name you give yourself if you're hanging out at the Boys and Girls Club of suburban Denton. You just
Right.
don't do it.
well, it's like the Broncos
if-
bringing in the Pop Warner quarterback. That's what it's like. I mean, come on.
I mean, yeah,
Oh.
it's like Dak Prescott training UFC fighters.
Right.
It's just not
Exactly.
good.
All right, let's run through this
You know.
next week's games. I want to
Hey,
get your
Topa
opinion.
Stacks drops.
So the Titans drop to the Browns. So they come back and do they smash the Jaguars?
I like the Titans.
I take the Titans as well. Kathy, you a Titans or Jaguar gal?
I'm going to let y'all go with this.
All right, we'll run
I'm
with it
letting you
then.
two go with this.
So the hapless Chiefs, and Michelle, you did hear me say that. I mean, the
Ooh,
Chiefs
she's
have
not
just
gonna
gone.
like
Well, they've gone
that.
flat. I can't help it. They're playing the Dolphins. The Dolphins have surged a little bit this year. Do the Dolphins win at home against the Chiefs?
I like Flipper over Pocahontas.
I
Yes.
do too. I'm with you.
Wow.
I'm taking the Dolphins. I am.
Politically incorrect, Chris.
Yeah, I love it.
That's why you love me.
That's why we love you.
So Tom Brady versus the Vikings.
Tampa.
I'm going Tampa. They're at home. Tom Brady's really, still a guy that can get the job done. I'm going Tampa as well. Broncos and Panthers. What a hapless football game this is.
You know what? Try this one on for size. I'm calling it a tie.
Yeah, me too. I'm with you.
Can it be a
draw.
tie? What about overtime?
It's not going to happen. It's going to stay a draw. 3-3.
Yeah.
Y'all are a
They're just not
mess.
gonna show up.
One field goal to one field goal.
Yeah, yeah.
Y'all are
They'll do.
funny.
They'll just call it in. Like, one of us has got COVID. We can't play. Okay.
Oh,
it's gonna
Yeah,
be COVID.
moving on. Kick that one down the schedule. Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, how about this? I mean, and nobody saw this coming either. The Bears start off the season hot. Detroit embarrasses them in the in at home with the Bears. And now the Bears are going to be hosting the Texans. The Texans, you'd have thought the Texans would have been 10-3, and they're not. So you got the Bears and the Texans.
If they have Dick, Bears 352, Texans 0. No. I saw that the other day, by the way. I forgot.
Oh.
Still not funny. So I'm going with the Texans on this one, clearly. Bears are done. They're now a throw rug on some guy's lodge in, Alaska.
Yep. Oh, I agree.
Wow.
Or some guys throw rug down in like Tampa St. Pete. I mean, that's how bad they are. They stink.
Somewhere in Schaumburg, Illinois, they're a throw rug.
Yeah, exactly. I take the Texans too. Now here's a shock. The Arizona Cardinals start off on fire. Here lately,
Right.
they lost to Seattle. They've lost now to the Rams. They've got the Giants in New York. Do the Cardinals bounce back so they can gear up for the playoffs?
Yeah. I like them over Giants.
I do as
Okay,
well.
huh.
So here you go. the game of the bottom feeders, Dallas Cowboys and the Cincinnati Bengals.
First round draft, number 1 draft pick versus the Felons. I like the Felons in this one.
I'm going to take the number 1 draft picks. You got the Colts versus the Raiders, and the Colts are going to Vegas.
I say the Colts go to Vegas and crap out.
I do too.
Wow.
I think they roll craps. I take the Raiders. Jets and Seahawks, joke of a game. Jets are hapless. Seahawks are all over the board. I'm taking the Seahawks.
The Seahawks, the Jets will have about as much success in flight as the Hindenburg. Next, they're out.
Yeah, they're out, way out. All right, how about the Packers? The Packers are hot. Nobody's, they talk about them a little bit, but they're not on the front page. I mean, I think the Packers are poised for a Super Bowl.
Yeah. Who they got this weekend?
The Lions. They got the Detroit Lions.
Packers easily.
Yeah, I take the Packers as well. The Washington versus the 49ers.
49ers.
The Joe Theismann, Joe Montana rematch. No, Theismann didn't play against Montana, did he?
I think he did.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I'm taking the 49ers as well. Another team that has not made it. Garoppolo's been out,
I think Montana beat Dak Prescott 1.0. I think he did.
I think he did too. Saints, Eagles.
Kathy,
I'm stirring my coffee.
Saints, Eagles, Chris.
Yeah, with Joe Theismann's femur.
Oh!
Oh my goodness!
Now that's funny.
Wow!
I got a fever and a short fuse today.
And I'm cleaning my teeth with his tibia. So let's move. Here you go. Saints, Eagles. At the Eagles. Do they continue marching on?
They march over Eagle carcass this weekend.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah, Eagles drop as well. Steelers, Bills. Probably the best game in the AFC right here. Steelers, Bills.
Bills.
I'm going to take the Steelers. I'm going to say they bounce back.
I think Fred Nort said Steelers all the way.
Yeah.
But I'm a fan.
On this one.
I'm a fan, so I probably am in trouble with that. But yeah, I'm going to take the Steelers at home or at the Bills, and they bounce back. So that's going to be a 7:20 game. I may actually watch my first NFL game this year.
Oh wow!
I might.
Wow.
All right, here you go. AFC showdown: Browns versus Ravens. Ravens at the Browns.
Ooh, I'm going to go with Cleveland.
You know what? I'm going with Cleveland as well. I think that they've got a purpose this year. You know it?
Yeah. When you play a little angry, you do great things because you know what? They were really just looked down upon, and now they're coming back for some. Now they have nothing to really prove, but I like Cleveland on this one.
I do too.
Interesting.
All right, and the Dolphins are playing for their life, so I really am going to stick with the Flippers against the Chiefs on this deal. They're 8-4, going against 11-1. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. So
yeah,
but nothing exciting.
You know what's great about the Dolphins is when you put them on rye with mayo.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, that's funny.
Chris, he's out of control.
You act like this is new.
I know. It's just been a while.
I know. I got to re-break again.
I know. You got to break us back in.
When you were over at the other place, the Tower of Dreams, you got used to me. And now it's just like, retrain you. So.
There you go.
There you go. So, Chris, college football. Any surprises in college football this year?
Yeah, they actually played games this year. I was stunned.
Yeah, you and me both on that.
They were going to play.
Well, you know what it was? That's those other conferences, the Big 12 and the SEC said, you don't have to play, we're playing. And then Big 10 and the Pac-12 decided, well, we're going to make that money too.
As a big Michigan fan as I am, I as much as I'm going to hate saying these words, Ohio State's getting screwed this year royally. The fact that they canceled the game this weekend, which would have probably locked in Ohio State to this Final Four, or whatever we call it, the playoff.
Whatever you call it, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's not right. It's really not. We're going to. They got to do something about this college playoff. It's absolutely just an embarrassment. It's the SEC Bowls. Let's just call it what it is.
Well, and it is, but they still left Ohio State as number 4.
You don't think they're going to get wiped off that after this weekend?
I don't think so. You ready for this? And I was going to ask you this question. I was going to ask you this question. Does A&M get screwed because Florida is more glitzy? Because they're talking about jacking A&M and putting Florida ahead of A&M.
Yeah, maybe. So, yeah, I mean, look, they're even considering Iowa State.
Yeah, they're number 7 in the country right now. That blows me away.
Yeah, Iowa State. What's going on? Radar O'Reilly playing quarterback for them?
Yeah, and Colonel Potter's at the tight end position.
Oh, I hated Radar O'Reilly. I really did. It should have been Klinger coming into the operating room saying his plane went down over the sea of Japan. It spun into survivors. Had enough of Radar.
My goodness.
Colonel Potter would have waterboarded him.
And then the Gilligan's Island theme song plays.
Oh,
so
y'all are a mess. That was good. Y'all are a mess.
Yeah.
So
yeah, he'd be on an island with a volleyball radar, and we'd talk to it like oh God, I hate radar.
So does Notre Dame surprise you this year?
No, because they've been a status quo team. They were put in the ACC for some obvious reasons this year. Look, when I saw a lot of this, national title nonsense, we got to get Notre Dame into a conference because them as an independent is really just. Yeah, I know I got mail. It's really
well. That was me.
On this. Yeah,
you got mail.
Yeah. Well, and Alabama's ranked number 1. I mean,
you're kidding.
Yeah, no shock there.
Roll Tide.
Okay, whatever.
That's their thing.
Yeah, I know. I know it's their thing.
I'll play to Alabama. I'll play to Alabama. Me and Lieutenant Diane, his metal leg.
War Eagle.
Prescott should have a metal leg.
War Eagle. So
yeah.
Clemson 9-1 stays in the hunt as well. Georgia's dropped down to number 9. How about this? The Cincinnati Bearcats stay in the top 10. They're ranked number 8 in the country.
Cincinnati and Iowa State. Okay.
Yeah, so, I'm like, I just go real pale on that. I'm like, are you kidding me? I don't know that they've really played anybody. And Iowa State can't say, well, we played Texas. Yeah, well, so is everybody else. I mean, give me a break. And so, yeah, I'm sitting there looking at it, I'm shaking my head. The one that blows me away was when Coastal Carolina was in the top 20.
Yeah. I mean, this is getting like what you see at, basketball tournament time.
Yeah.
When, you'll see, San Bernardino State College, and they're playing Gonzaga somewhere in, Tupelo, Mississippi, and they're getting bounced.
Right.
So, it's just unreal.
Well, it's like, right now Coastal Carolina is ranked number 13, and I just shake my head. I mean, who have you played? You don't play anybody. You're 10-0. I watched them a little bit against, who were they playing? Up in Boise State, I think. And I'm like, you guys look like you're a Pop Warner team. I mean, they looked all small. In fact, I think their offensive line is like 6 foot and 305. And I'm like,
I mean, I can't take a football team seriously who don't have numbers on their jerseys, but rather question marks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, okay, that was good.
Yeah, and some like blue peacock of a bird on the side of their helmet. I mean, come on.
Yeah. The fighting peacock.
Yeah, the fighting peacock. And there's that. So, yeah, I'm just college football is all over the board. Glad they're playing it. But I think it's going to come down to, again, the SEC dominating those top 4 spots. I bet you Florida sneaks in, and I bet you're right. I bet you Ohio State goes out, and A&M's the one that gets jacked in that whole deal.
I can see that.
So
I can see that. But, yeah, I mean, I just don't like this setup. They got to get 10 super conferences going and then have a tournament or a playoff, whatever you want to call it, and then you're done with it.
Yeah, I agree. Well, man, Chris, thanks for joining us again this week.
We love you, Chris, and we hope you feel better. Keep us posted.
Hey, if I should croak, I'll tell Johnny Unitas and Tom Landry that you said hi.
Please do.
Please do.
Please do. Tell them when I get up there. Tell them when I get up there, I want an autograph.
Look, hey, listen, I just want to smell Tom Landry's hat. Rumor has it he never took it off.
There you go. There you go. I want to wear his fedora.
But, hey, get the feeling better,
we
and
love
thanks
you,
for
Chris.
jumping on with us this morning. All right, love you, brother.
You guys too.
All
All right. See you guys.
Bye. Be good.
Bye.
So looky there, Kathy. I did an impromptu Zoom call.
You go with your bad self. You're all out of control over there. What is up?
I know, but yeah, I mean, and so it's just sports are interesting, but they're playing.
Yep.
It gives us something to talk about, gives us something to watch.
Well, I mean, again, it's that diversion. It's the reason I absolutely, go nuts over Bold and Beautiful. You've got to have something, especially, if you've got like a serious job and you're taking care of family and you've got all these different things going on in your life. You've got to have that entertainment. You've got to have that diversion. You've got to have a chance to just shut your brain down, watch or listen to or experience something you dig that really can help you just de-stress. And sports is that. Sports is one of those for us. We're the kind of folks who we dig that scene, even though we haven't been watching the NFL this year, and that's for other reasons that are political reasons that we've talked about. But it's fun to talk about it. It's fun to talk about college ball. It's a good time.
It is a good time.
It's a good time.
So, Kathy, I've got to leave us with this one stocking stuffer. I talked about it before. I want this in my stocking. So, Dad, if you're listening, Courtney, if you're listening, Julie and Teresa, if you're listening, remember we talked about this. This is a diagnose your own car.
Yes.
And it's an app, and you plug that into the plug-in thing under
that
the
is
dash.
so cool. How much is that? Did you look up a price?
It wasn't expensive, remember? I don't remember now how much it cost.
I can't remember how much it was, but I think it's a great idea.
But, I mean, it's a great gift idea. I'm all about it. I think Fred even commented on it. Let's see how much it cost.
said it was a good idea.
Yeah, wait a minute. Angry
Mama.
I
need
this.
that.
Oh, that's
Funny.
hilarious.
That's funny.
The world's funniest microwave cleaner.
It basically steams your microwave, so it's really easy to wipe stuff off. I need that right now.
I'd be angry, too, if you put me in the microwave.
Got some chili and some soup that kind of went crazy the other day, so I need that.
Plus,
it's a funny name.
It is a funny. Well, plus, I'd be angry if you put me in the microwave. But let's see how much this fixed now is. I want to see what the cost is on this. Because I'm telling you, I want this deal for me. Let's see. How much is it?
Yeah, how much is it? That is a great gift because then you can't get, jerked around by car folks.
Right.
Who are like, oh, yeah, and your flux capacitor needs replacing. Okay, sure.
Flex capacitor.
Hey, tell me what movie that's from.
Hey, $59.99.
Well worth it.
Buy one, get one half off. Ooh. Buy two, get one free.
Love it. Well worth it. Absolutely
well worth it. Well, listen, we are JP, Kathy, and the crew. We really didn't do a wacky, crazy Friday, but we've given you some stocking stuffer ideas.
We're wacky and crazy just by ourselves.
Well, how about the fact that we streamed to somebody else's stream today? That was
the
good.
wacky, and then we had to behave the rest of the time.
Yeah, that goes down in the history of stupid for me. Woo, buddy.
Hey, I'm not knocking you at all. God bless you. We've Chambrielle, which we hope she finishes strong with her finals today. She's been out. Charles has been out. So you've been running the board and being on the show and running some of our other shows and doing a phenomenal job.
Well, thank you, Miss
I'm
Kathy.
very proud of you.
Thank you. It has been something. I'll tell you this. I sure have learned a lot. That's for sure.
Oh, boy, howdy. Your brain's expanding.
It is expanding. That's for sure. And Michelle's put out there, and I'll highly recommend you go if you can. I think I might go. The Red River Throwdown Highland Games.
Yep.
Men in kilts and drinking, she says.
Yeah, it doesn't get any better than that.
I'm wearing my kilt. Remember, I've got a kilt, right?
You do. Oh, I know you do. You
I'm
wear it to
wearing
Scarborough
mine.
Fair.
You betcha.
It's a blast. Michael and I have gone to that before, and it is so much fun. If you get a chance to get out there, bust a move, go have a good time.
Absolutely. Well, listen, we hope that you've enjoyed us as much as we have enjoyed you. Thank you for being a part of the crew. Don't forget to go to jpkcrew.com and join the Crew Nation. That's right, crew. You have your own nation, man. Join up.
Yes, join the crew.
And tell people about the show. Help us expand the show and make this
thing. Yeah, please go like our Facebook page, share it to your friends, and tell them, hey, follow these folks, and we would love that. We
Absolutely.
Would really appreciate it.
So have a blessed weekend and be safe. If you're going to the Highland Games, do be safe out there.
Have a good time. Watch out for men in kilts.
Men in kilts and trying to pick up any kind of COVID anything. But until Monday, join us on Saturday. Well, join us tonight.
Yeah, well,
for
today.
Well, today for this pink cloud at 10:30.
My Son, My Veteran.
My Son, My Veteran at 12:30.
Special edition of that. You don't want to miss the first 15 minutes of that show.
It's going to be a hot first 15 minutes. And then tonight we are launching Voyager's
Can't
Path.
wait. So excited.
Tune in for that. And then on you hear the lineup where we are busying up. And then on Saturdays, don't forget Kilroy's Conversation,
Amen.
The Lawyer Show, and Money Link. And then on Sundays,
Ask Dr. Be Good.
That's right.
Just a great lineup. So, and we've got reruns of Money Links. Heart and Soul of Texas Women
Heart and Soul
runs
of Texas
again
Women.
on Sunday. We had one of the majors, or the major for the 5-county in this area. Group of Salvation Army. So how can you help them? Talk about another great organization, just like Toys for Tots. Go out and help. Like JP has been harping on, charity needs to be your word this season. Go out and help somebody else.
Yep, absolutely. Charity is the word. As we take you on out for the day, enjoy a little Christmas
We
music.
love you. God
we
bless
love you,
you.
and God bless.